Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lio, and if this is your first time coming to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm a blogger. I talk about parenting, children, relationship, and everything in between. Don't forget to press on the notification button so you are aware whenever our video drops. You don't want to miss anything. So today I will be talking about things to discuss before getting married. Yeah, romance is interesting, dating is fun, and when we finally get engaged, oh my god, the excitement of starting your life together, it can be so lovely. We want to build our home together, we want to build our dreams together. We are so in love with each other, and we are so in love to the extent that we forget to talk about the very important stuff we need to talk about. And these things can make or break your marriage. Most times people forget these things, and then they eventually find out that along the line they're having issues. Because the truth is, love alone cannot make your marriage work. If love alone can make your marriage work, you won't be having so many high rate of divorce everywhere at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing these few things that is important for you to discuss. So if you're just getting married or you are engaged, this is for you. And before I go into it, don't forget to watch our other videos, like this video, comment, share with your family and friends. So yeah, number one, finances. We can't emphasize on this enough. Like, money is the most common issue that drives people apart. Not just couples alone, even friends, everybody. Money can drive anybody apart. So imagine as a couple starting your life together, then you start having financial issues, start having money issues. I'm sure you don't want that. So discuss it, decide, make sure that you're on the same page. Are we opening a joint account? Yeah, because then when you get married, when you start having kids, there are a lot of bills. You have to pay the house rent, you have to pay the school fees, the feeding money, vacation money, whatever. Yes, there is a lot of bills you have to pay. So you have to decide, are you guys going to have a joint account whereby you pull your money together and then you can manage your finances, or everybody has their own account and you have a particular account you guys use for the household bill, or you guys just split it down. Individual bills, you have personal responsibilities. Do you expect your partner to help you with your personal responsibilities? You need to discuss that. Don't just assume that it is now our problem. No, it is our problem. That money you need to send to your sister or to your mom or to your dad is not your partner's responsibility. You need to discuss it with them. It's okay your partner is willing to bear this burden with you, but don't assume that they will do it with you. You need to discuss it. Investment, this is important, very important. Investment, you don't want to spend all your money the way they come. If you're married to someone who is a spendthrift and don't know how to manage money, then both of you need to decide, how are you going to plan your investment? Because anything can happen. We all know the world we are living in right now. There is a pandemic going on. A lot of people have lost their job. A lot of businesses are crashing. Like, people right now are living on investment. If you're not investing, in fact, this is the best time to invest. You need to invest. Don't wait till when you are in your 40s. Now that you're just getting married, both of you should plan your future together. Invest. Emergency money. Like I just said, there is a pandemic going on right now. People are losing their job. If you're there and you don't have any emergency money to fall back on, it's going to be a very hard one. Or rather, what if one of you lost your job? What happens? How are you going to manage? Now, we like to say, God forbid, God forbid. Yes, God forbid. But then, plan for things that might happen. It doesn't mean they are going to be eventualities. It doesn't mean they are going to eventually happen. But you need to plan. Say for the rainy days, Vacation. Your love, you cannot just sit down in your house 24/7 now. Take those children out. Travel out of the country if you have the opportunity. Plan for vacation. Splitting the bills. We have this mentality that is like, the guy has to carry the whole bills, and the woman will just be flexing. No, we like to say his money is my money, my money is my money, or his money is our money. This is 2020. It doesn't work. Both of you are working. This is your life. The marriage belongs to both of you. Both of you should split the bills, help each other. That is what marriage is all about. It's not about one person taking the whole burden and the other person is doing nothing about it. No, if your wife is the one earning the higher amount, decide, are you guys splitting the bills according to your salary, or not according to your salary? Whoever has the highest amount takes most of the bills. You need to discuss all these things. It's very important. Money issue is very serious in every relationship. Don't take it for granted. And that takes us to the next one. Children. Number 2. Children. Fine, we like to say it's God that provides. I agree. I 100% agree. God always provides. But then that does not mean you should not plan. That does not mean you should keep having those children like that. No. Plan, because then these children did not ask to be born. You need to know school fees are freaking expensive. Back when I was in Nigeria, I know how much I pay on fees. Like, we pay a lot on school fees. It's not joke. Now I know that now it's even more expensive. Like, everybody is complaining. You see people trying to keep their kids at home until they are 3, because you go to a preschool and they are telling you to come and cough out like 300-400k on fees. Or some schools, even on the mainland sef, they are charging 120-150 for fees. So you need to decide if you're thinking that you want to have 4 children and your salary cannot do more than 1 or 2, my dear, cut your coat below your size. Not according to your size though, below your size. You don't want to put yourself in trouble. Plan, family planning. How you spacing your children? You, apart from the financial responsibility, you also have to think of the emotional and the mental capability. Are you able to handle them packed together, or will you just like to give yourself like breaks and everything? You're a woman, you have career, or your husband has his own career, you have your own career. Does he pay you to just rush those kids, or you need to just put some breaks in between so that you can also focus on work? You also have to think, your partner, the person you're getting married to, do they want kids? A lot of people these days that don't want to they don't want to have kids. They don't feel they can handle the whole stress of having kids. It's fine, but don't just assume that I want children, my partner must want children. No, your partner must not want children. No, you have to discuss it. Guy, babe, how many kids will you like to have? Do you want kids? If this person is saying I don't want children, this is the best time to know whether you are ready to forge ahead with the relationship, or you take a step back. So discuss all this. Is very important. You don't want to get into marriage, then you have kids and your partner is not happy, or one person is feeling like they are forced. It doesn't mean that people can't change their mind. They can change their mind, but that is why you need to communicate first. That is why you need to discuss, so that both of you know that you're on the same page. And that brings us to number 3, in-laws, family. We are living in a society whereby but when you marry somebody, you're not just marrying that person, you're marrying the whole family with it. So your family matters. If you are someone that is very close, or rather your partner and you both of you are close to your family members, you have to discuss this. Holiday, when you have kids, you have to discuss. Holiday periods are very important, because then you don't want to spend the whole holiday with your own family and she she does not, or he does not have the opportunity to spend it with his own family, then one person is feeling resentment that you value your family more than her own family. No, you don't want that. Or what if your partner is even estranged from their own family, they are not close to their siblings, and you are close to yours, and every time you want to spend all your time with your own family, and they can't spend time with anybody. Maybe they even want to spend more time with you, more time with their children in the house, and just have your own family tradition. But then because you have this family tradition in your own house, whereby you have to meet every Christmas or Easter or whatever holiday it is, then it's a problem. So that is why you need to discuss these issues. Let's leave holiday outside and vacation. What if one family says, let Lagbaja come and be staying with you? Are you both okay with it? Don't just assume is my sibling, there's nothing I can do. No, this is not just your house. This is not just your marriage. It is the both of you. It is our house, our marriage. Discuss it. Is it okay for family members to come and stay with us? If family members want to come and visit, is it okay for them to just pop up? Or they give us notice if it is convenient for us, for them to come. These are the things you need to discuss. Don't let us take this thing for granted, because sometimes these are the things that build resentment in your relationship. And that brings us to number 4, household duties. How do you share your household duties? How are you divvying it up? Let's assume that okay, generally, traditionally, in our culture, I'm a Yoruba girl, so I can't say for Igbo or Hausa. But as a Yoruba girl, they assume that it is the woman's duty to clean the house, raise the children, prepare food for her husband and everything. But this is 2021. I cannot come and die. That is the truth. So ask your partner, how are we divvying it up? Is it that I cook and you wash, or I wash and you cook? Clothes, how do we wash clothes? Do we take it to the laundry, or I wash my clothes or you wash your clothes? Cleanliness, if you are like me that like everywhere is spotless, and your partner is not the spotless, how do you people say cleanliness? I use this one, as long as it's just a little bit tidy, it's fine. But your partner said no, it must not be a little bit tidy, it must be looking like as if you want to do photo shoots, everywhere must be pam. You have to discuss this between yourself. Or like I said, maybe you are like me, I don't like housework. I'm very lazy. I cannot come and die. I don't know how to do housework, but I like to be neat. So me and my partner, we have discussed it early on. We should get house help that will come and be cleaning the house, so that both of us can sit down and be watching our drama and spend time more with our kids, and also spend time with ourselves. I don't mind spending the whole day just gisting and playing with my husband, and don't carry one finger to do anything in the house. That is life for me. So you have to discuss all this. If you cannot afford the help, then both of you should be able to divide the housework. And if you can afford the help, get one. And if you decide that you don't want help in your house, you don't want strangers in your house, then can you afford to get the household appliances that will reduce the burden of work in the house for you, like washing machine and dishwasher and whatnot. So these are the things you need to discuss. And we are at number 5, living arrangements. You're like, which one is living arrangement? Why do we have to discuss living arrangements? Of course, you have to discuss living arrangements. We are not in the olden days whereby the Yahoo will leave our father's house and go to her husband's house. No, these days women are doing well for themselves. They have their house, but rented, whatever. They have their own house, they have a good job, they are doing fine by themselves. So yes, if you have to get married to a woman, now it's okay. Maybe your spouse is coming from her father's house and she's okay moving in with you, fine. But if you're dating someone that is already okay by themselves, they have their own house, you can't just expect them to leave their environment and move in with you. You have to discuss this thing Who is moving with whom? Rent, are you guys going to rent a house, or you guys want to buy a house? Location, which location is very convenient for both of you? What if I am working in VI and you are working at Ikeja, then you say we should go and live in Ikeja, or we should go and live in Ibejuleki? Kò lè pay wa, ọlọ́mọ yẹ kí èèyàn dákú sínú traffic. You have to discuss everything, which area will be favourable to both of us. Marriage should benefit both parties, not just one person. It should benefit both parties. So discuss. What if one of you is working in Abuja and the other one is in Lagos? You have to discuss that. You cannot assume one person should just up and leave and move from Abuja and come and join in Lagos, or you should leave Lagos and come and join them in Abuja. No, both of you need to discuss this thing, like, so that know what you are expecting. Don't come and get married and people now be doing ngbati. It doesn't work well. Religious belief. See, we have different spiritual beliefs, and religious belief is a very touchy subject too. Very, very touchy, because we are very sensitive when it comes to our religious belief. We don't want anybody to just come and say anything. So you and your partner must be on the same page. Do you have the same core spiritual belief? Do you share the same beliefs? What if both of you are not of the same faith? It's okay. It doesn't mean people cannot get married. It's fine. But then you have to think about family members, because then you have your culture, whatever it is, with your belief. When you add children to the mix, if you're not careful, it will end in disaster. I have friends that their dad is Muslim, their mom is Christian. They go to church, they go to mosques. When you ask them, what religion are you, they tell you both. So I think we coined a name for them. We call them Chrislam, because they do both. They don't know which one they want to do. They are at the moment running both. When it's Christmas, they do Merry Christmas. When it's Ramadan, they do Ramadan. When it's fasting, they do fasting. When it's Lent, they do Lent. Okay, now let's leave the two different religions. What if both of us that we are in the same religion? Christians, we have different denominations. We have Catholic, we have Seventh-day Adventists, we have Jehovah's Witness. We have several churches with several doctrines, and sometimes they clash. Their beliefs, they clash a lot. So if you're a deeper lifer married to a redeemer, ṣé mọ̀ pé okay, ó máa ṣòro díẹ̀. mi sọ pé púpọ̀ díẹ̀, ó máa ṣòro díẹ̀, because then if your daughter decides that I want to start wearing makeup or something, your daddy will say no, you cannot wear makeup, you are deeper life. Your mommy will say it's fine, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. So I know that there are some redeemer that maybe, so maybe don't let me use redeemer, let me say Pentecostal. Some Pentecostal church are okay with wearing trousers, leaving your hair when you're going to church, wearing makeup. But then some church are not comfortable with this. There are different doctrines when it comes to Christianity. So both of you need to make sure that you have the core value. Are you going to be the liberal parent, that it's okay, you allow your kids to decide which way they want to go to based on their own personal experience? Or you are the one that will say, no, you must follow me to my church by force, by fire, I'm the head of the house. That is why both of you need to agree. The religious belief, as much as it's okay to cohabit with different faiths, you need to talk about it very well, so that there is no hassles along the way. And that brings us to the last but not the least, goals and aspiration for your marriage. When you're starting a business, you have your mission statement, you have your vision statement, you have your goals, you have your targets. You should do the same thing for your marriage. Marriage is very, very intentional. It's not something you just go into with. Fine, we know that there is no, what do they call it? There's no manual that comes with marriage or raising children. That is why you need to communicate. That is why you need to discuss these issues. What are your goals? How do we communicate? How do we resolve conflict among ourselves? How are we raising our children? What values are we imbibing in our children? these are the things you want to discuss. If me and you should discuss something, should I expect my mother-in-law to come and tell me that is not how we do it in our house? Or no, why are you doing this? My daughter is not comfortable with that. No, if me and you are having issues, and can we communicate with each other? Or do you expect me to just make the decision and your own is to say okay, yes sir? Or are we now saying whenever it comes to finances and investment, your husband handles everything, you don't even want to know what's happening? Or when it comes to the children, I handle it, it's none of your business? Is that the kind of marriage you want? Or is it the kind of marriage by when it comes to everything, both of you will sit down and you talk about it? So these are the things you need to talk about. It's very important. These things can make or break your marriage. That's the truth. So even if you're married now and you've not discussed any of these things, it's not too late. You can talk about it, you can discuss it, you can compromise. That is what marriage is all about. You can compromise. Just make sure that you and your partner on the same page. Communicate. It's very important. Be intentional in your marriage. On this platform, I think I've always advocate for being intentional in everything that you do in your marriage, with your children, with your communication with your partner. Be intentional. And I'm sure now there's no guarantee everything would eventually be fine, but then if you communicate and discuss this and you and your partner on the same page, it makes it much more easier for every other thing to follow. So like I said, if you would like this video, please comment. And if there's another thing you feel we should have added that it's not there, you can also put in the comment section. I would be there to read and to, of course, respond to you. Like our other videos, follow me on all my social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Family Talk NG. And yeah, until next time, you stay safe and you stay healthy. Bye.